Hi, welcome to something that's a little bit nerve-wracking, a little bit scary. I'm calling this SVR the Next PPI. PPI. Now, we all know about PPI, the Payment Protection Insurance scandal. Intrinsically, nothing wrong with PPI products. They were just badly sold. Hence, of course, millions of pounds have been spent on compensation. And we've got Arnie Schwarzenegger getting people to put in their claims before the end of the year. PPI, PPI. He goes around a little robot, doesn't he? Really funny, really funny commercial, that one. But the whole point about this is that people have complained. They've gone to the ombudsman. The ombudsman have then, adjudicated to the banks, must pay certain compensation to people. And this compensation's been going on for years with different products as well. Now, PPI is coming to an end in August. So the new one's coming in, and you've got the claims management companies. So there's lots of these companies starting up. You may work in one yourself, who are making some good money by advising people to claim, and they're doing all the work for them. They're running out of business in August. You think about it. So they're looking for the next scandal, and the next one is SVR. Now, what is SVR? Well, SVR stands, as you know, with standard variable rate. Standard variable rate. Standard variable rate is the rate of interest charged by banks, building society lenders, which is their normal rate. So if you don't have any specific kind of mortgage deal, fixed rate, whatever it is, you would go to the SVR. Back in the day, half of the mortgages were always granted on SVR, or variable rate mortgages they used to call them. Invariably they give you a discount or something, or a cash back to sweeten the pill, but invariably it was an SVR, and that's what you tended to look for from lenders for the best deals. Now the SVR pretty much is an excuse to make money. Since the financial crash, lenders have had to reduce their rates to be competitive. But where people come off fixed rates or kind of a deal, they slip onto the SVR. And lenders have used that and made that quite high to make some profit. They've used it as a revenue growing mechanism. I mean, how bad is that? Now, I did some Googling around yesterday and found three lenders, two lenders specifically, who are household names. So the first one I looked at was the NatWest. There you go. NatWest, part of the RBS group. And the second one was Santander. So these are just, high street lenders. Now, NatWest's standard variable rate is 4.25%. There you go. And Santander's is 4.99%. Now, some of the lenders are lower. The Nationwide was below 4, I think it was, but even they were 3.9 or something. The point I'm making here is that when you finish your fixed rate, you revert to that and you pay at that rate. That is not competitive. That is not right. The current mortgage rate, or current rate from the Bank of England, is far, far lower than that. In fact, last year when the Bank of England increased their bank base rate by 0.25%, these lenders all increased their SVRs by that same rate. And that's wrong, in my opinion, because these people are making big fat profits from this as well. Effectively, they're only giving savers 0.5% or something, so there's a hell of a margin. And that's the problem, because the FCA have been over this like a rash, because they're worried that these people are not being offered the right kind of deal. Now, of course, there are people who will remortgage, and the message really here to brokers is make sure that you tab your customers, your clients you've dealt with, when they come to the end of a fixed deal, get them rebroke, put them on another fix or whatever deal you decide to do. But there are people who languish in this, and you've got they reckon 140,000 people, let's put that figure up there for you, what they call prisoners. And the FCA are particularly worried about these people because they reckon these people can't actually remortgage or can't switch to another deal because they fail the lender's affordability tests. Because obviously since mortgage market review, affordability has tightened up a lot compared to when they first took out their mortgages. And these people can't change. They can't move on to another deal. So they're stuck with 5%, which is awful. It's a variable rate, 5%. Most people are paying 2.5, whatever it is. It's just wrong. It's intrinsically wrong. And the Citizens Advice Bureau, the CAB, I'll put it up there for you. The Citizens Advice Bureau have done what they call a super complaint. I've mentioned it before. Now, a super complaint is fantastic, isn't it? A super complaint to the Ombudsman and to the FCA. It's a super complaint is a big complaint. It's a global complaint. It's not on behalf of one customer. It's on behalf of hundreds of customers, and they've complained that that these firms are looking at these as cash cows. That they are not doing the right thing for their customer. So I think this is going to be the next scandal, the next claim, the next issue that's coming about. So as brokers, there's a few messages for you. I've got three for you, really, as mortgage advisors, mortgage brokers, if that's what you do or will be doing at the point of the thing. Number one is go back to your mortgage book and make sure you've contacted every client that's come to the end of a deal. Even if you made one contact via email or something, they've not come back to you. Use social media to contact them. Write them a letter. Email them, obviously. Phone them, obviously. But use some of the old methods of contacting people, because a lot of the digital stuff now people are ignoring, aren't they? Make sure that your client bank has been rebroked. It's good money for you anyway. You should do that. Anybody on an SVR, you've just got to move them on somewhere else. You've just got to get them somewhere else. The other thing to think about is that there will be a lot more complaints coming in. When this becomes public, which it will this year, the super complaint effectively, a lot of customers will be phoning in, contacting you to make a complaint. If they're on a SVR, they think they're going to get some money. People do that, don't they? So make sure you get some kind of system in place where you can field those calls. If you're a big organisation, you will get more. So get somebody in, train them up on complaints handling, give them the right skills in dealing with stuff, know the process, know the ombudsman, because these people will be making contacts. You do need to get set for that, because it's going to happen. It's going to be the next complaint. I don't know how many people are involved here. I was on SVR for half a year back in 2008. I couldn't move to another one at that time, so I might even do a little complaint myself. You never know, why not? Everyone's entitled to it at the end of the day. So SVR the Next PPI. So it's SVR, all Arnold Schwarzenegger will do on his little robot machine to get people to complain. Hope that's been useful for you. Bye.